What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. All right. So shout out to the brother Town Biz for his video talking about Friday. As we all know, there's only been three Friday movies. The first one, which was a classic that came out in 1995. The second one, of course, next Friday came out in 2000, and I think it was 2000. And then the third one, Friday after next, which came out, I think it was in 2002, I believe it was. And many of us were clamoring for more. Ice Cube has always wanted to make a final Friday in the Friday series. However, it's always been in development hell. It's never gotten, uh, it's never even gotten greenlit. And of course, now it seems as if though it's a movie that's never going to be done. And shout out to Town Biz, man. If you're not subscribed to his channel, please subscribe to his platform, man. He talks about sports. He also talks about entertainment, social issues. Really entertaining channel. Please subscribe to his channel. You'll like his content. To me, it's a multitude of factors as to why this movie didn't get done. Part of it is New Line Cinema, I think, kind of moved on from the genre of quote unquote black comedy. Okay. Like New Line Cinema used to be small potatoes. Like if you look at some of the movies that New Line Cinema was making in the 80s into the 90s, it was mostly B movies. It was like these lowbrow B movies. The first hit that they ever really had was A Nightmare on Elm Street. You know, they were doing those movies. And then 1990, they were the ones that went ahead and did the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle movie, was turned to be the biggest hit they ever had at that time. But even then, a lot of their movies were more misses than hits. But then something happened, from what I can read, right? In 1994, they were the ones that put out The Mask. And that came out just before Friday, all right? But starting in the mid to late 90s, they started making a lot of movies in other genres like Spawn. Um, they had, I think they're the ones that put out the Austin Powers movies. You know, they started having more what they consider broad movies. You know, movies that would they started getting bigger, more prestigious type movies, bigger budget type movies. They became a bigger uh, production company, and they started moving away from like movies like Woo and Baps and shit like that. And I think that kind of hurt Ice Cube a little bit. Like they weren't really sweating him like they would have back in '95 when they were still struggling. You know, before The Mask proved to be a big hit, when most of their movies were still misses more than hits. And now they have a lot of, like what they got like a lot of hit horror movies. I think they're the ones that put out The Conjuring and shit like that. I think so that kind of hurt Ice Cube. The trajectory and the direction of where New Line Cinema went. And New Line Cinema, I believe, owns the rights to Friday. So that handicaps Ice Cube for a while. Then, of course, the shit with Chris Tucker, man, like, I never understood that. I always thought that was bullshit, the reasons he put out there. He's a Christian and he doesn't like the role that's being portrayed by his character, Smokey. even though Smokey was not an evil person, Smokey wasn't a bad person, but it's like the only thing that he was doing, which was killing his career, was making those Rush Hour movies, you know. And at the end of the day, because you look at Chris Tucker from 1995 to 1998, he was one of the busiest actors in Hollywood or Hollyweird. All of a sudden, he gets this $20 million check to do Rush Hour, and then he kind of like just chilled. He only would do the Rush Hour movies, and you know he was that hot black actor for a while because, like they say, it's like there's only one hot black actor at a time. But then he got passed up. He got passed up by other people, and then he'll say, "Well, he's willing to think about coming back." And he's like, "No." Then it's just back and forth with him for so long. But the problem is now, it's a couple things that started happening. So many years went by that whatever the script was in 2005, you got to make changes because the people are getting older. And then what's ultimately killed the movie is as time is going on, people don't live forever. They don't live forever, man. I mean, when Johnny Witherspoon passed away, I think he took that movie with him because I don't think anybody really want to see Friday without him. When he unexpectedly, and I understand he was 77 years old, but it was still unexpected to most people. When he unexpectedly passed away in October 2019, he took the Friday franchise with him because I don't think anybody really want to watch that movie without him. Then the very next year, when Debo passed away, aka Tiny Lister, that was another blow. And then last year, when AJ Johnson passed away, who played Ezell, who was dying to come back and play the character. Now you got three. I mean, it's just what's the point? Then Bernie Mac's character, Bernie Mac was in the first one. He's been gone for quite some time. Um, the guy that played Roach in the second one, he committed suicide back in 2001. So it's just at this point, there's no reason to even try to do the movie. It's no point. So it's just one of those things, man. I think the only thing you can really do now, I mean, maybe what you can do is have a crossover movie. This is just something I'm just thinking about right now. Maybe you can have a crossover movie. By crossover, I mean uh, have a movie based on some other characters, on another situation, and maybe just have a scene unexpectedly with Craig and Day Day in there, you know, today, and just pay homage to them that way, Sort of like how in Coming to America, unexpectedly, if you had seen Trading Places, you saw the Duke brothers. Whatever happened to them? The Duke brothers were homeless and penniless from the events of Trading Places, and they were homeless and penniless. And as we expected, um, uh, 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 Randolph was still pissed off at Mortimer, you know. But anyway, that's something they could do. I don't know because at this point, it's just too many characters that's missing. You know what I'm saying? Now I know something about there was another comedian out there big on social media. Something about uh he would like to play Smokey's like son or something like that. I don't know, man. I don't know. One thing I'm glad that at least AJ Johnson got to do a follow up, a sequel to I Got the Hookup before he passed away. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, tell me what you guys think about this whole situation. Do you think that Ice Cube should go ahead and do a fourth one? At this point, I don't think there's really no reason to do it.